Cannibalic. First up, setting up the gate. I like the mug. I like the purple. I don't know what it is, man. The Legion sets. Oh, you even get the belt to match it? You even get the pet? Oh, look at those wings. I just noticed the wings can be a little bit skewed. I guess the wings follow your helm, right? So every time you turn your helm, the wings are not really in your back. They're behind the helm. So that can look a little skewy. Cobra over on the team too as a Jester Warlock. That's going to be Cannibalic. Cobra dropping down in Infernal immediately. Bonza fell. Cannibalic cannot really escape. Mordecai sent as he's dropping his own Infernal. Boards are open for Cobra. Got himself a Reflect. Big old Dark Glare. Going to be a board for Cobra. Got himself plenty of damage. Cannibalic can't really stop it. Trying to get some damage and counter pressure of his own going as well. That is going to be a soul cleaved right from Cobra. It does catch him in the Mordecai. Mance goes in for a bit of a Dark Pact. It's going to be a Dark Glare still out in play. Zapping you for a portion of your health. Cannibalic without Wallace. Cobra just getting beamed down from above. This is going to be Cannibalic taking quite a bit of damage, trying to go for a fear. Wall out for Cobra, just trying to see if it can unleash the Carnage. One bolt into a second fear, second bolt to follow up. Cannibalic, Leslie's got to wait to stop it. Cannot really interrupt it because his pet was a bit out of position. Both of them are playing the interrupt pets. Cannibalic, though, has a health advantage over Cobra. I don't even know how because this Cobra is a little behind. I guess maybe he's still got a Warlock. He does have a Warlock house on. Hold on. Cannibalic, if he somehow survives this, he might actually be okay. What I was going to say big zap, but it's not really a zap. It's more like a fiery bolt. At Cobra, Dark Pack for a second, Reflect for a moment. Mordecai right after Cobra Mage, a second Incinerate, doesn't take it. Cannibalic at no health, but it's going to be board taken about. Immediate board out of Cobra, trying to see if he can back up out of there. And the man does escape, and all this other Cobra was going to go down just now. And Miko trying to give this man as much of an honor duel. Miko changed his mark a bit. I like the mask he got going on here. That actually looks so good. I was actually thinking of grabbing myself one of those. That looks great. And the mount, I actually don't hate it. It looks fantastic. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, they do actually have like a different color scheme, don't they? Which season is which? I don't remember. I know that I have a couple of those, but I don't remember which one is for which. That's going to be Miko trying to see if he can get some dots going. Cobra looking to load him up full of those portals, barraging the guy from a distance. Miko is going to put some pressure onto that pet. As Miko not playing with a pet of his own, he's just trying to see if he can get a soul run to Cobra. Probably gonna go for soul swap from these dots onto Cobra. Does get the full setup on dots. Cobra looking for a kick. He actually does get into tries to go for and does get for a juke. He tried to go for a kick, does get a juke. Miko catch him. A quick CC onto Cobra. Wait a second. I was thinking, Miko, why is the Dark Glare attacking you? But it's just attacking the pet. Cobra drained out for everything he's got. Door like Hellstone does keep him afloat just a little bit though, as more portals are being opened. Miko is just gonna get barraged. As long as Cobra chilling behind the pillar, opening the portals, is going to be okay. Miko, though, tanking up this damage, taking it to the face, and just chilling. Cobra is still dotted, still rotted. Does he just die? Hold on, I think it's over. It does take him. Once an Affliction Warlock has set the rot in on you, there's not much you can really do to get rid of it. With Shinigami going to be up next, trying to see if he can get himself a go as a fiery mage. As long as he goes in for a right kick on a Miko, if you interrupt someone Shadow, he'll be golden. Does get interrupted on Frost, but could still go for a kick. Doesn't quite interrupt Miko on a Shadow, but if you can kick him on a Way, on a Fear, or any of the Shadow abilities that Miko's got, even Soul Rot right now is Shadow, right? They changed that. Mordecai doesn't go for the Trinket. As long as Miko doesn't get kicked, he'll be okay. Because that kick stops his damage, stops his defensive, stops his mobility. Greater Pyroblast is going to be able to connect. Does Miko have an escape here? Just trying to tank up. Goes in for a juke, quick drain, trying to see if he can counteract a lot of the Fire Mage damage. Mage got himself a little bit of that ult at times, so he's got himself at least a way to reverse himself to a better spot than where he was. Knocking Miko out in the open, but is rotted, is dotted. Maybe looking at an ice block, trying to see if he can hold on with a blazing barrier, but that might not be enough, especially as the drain soul attaches. Does get yourself another barrier that is maybe going to keep your life here. Potentially, possibly. Nova, I think it might be an ice block. Unless you go for a block, she does block. He did try to go for a little bit extra health, and it's actually going to be able to not separate the two. Do you want to? You probably want to separate the two as a fire mage, right? We don't really see a lot of fire mages anymore. They used to be everywhere. They used to be all over the place, but nowadays it's mostly Frost and Arcane. Ring of Frost catches Meikle, still needs to go for a big kick. Got himself combustion for a little bit. I think it's just a random proc. Meteor coming down. Ring of Fire. Meikle landing a kick. That's going to be a mortal coil into Shinigami's. He's backing up out of it. Does get rotted fully. For Meikle, this could be huge. That's a UA and everything. Man's got himself a little bit of the altar, so should be able to reposition. What is he going to go? He's going to go outside away from the pillar. Trying to go for a kick. Meikle looking to catch him with a fear. Doesn't quite connect. The shields on Blazing Bear holding on strong. A shift of power letting him recuperate some of his cooldowns. Dropping Meikle back out in the open with a quick slow. With that knockback, but Shinigami is still rotted. I think a UA still on him, potentially. It's hard to tell which dots are on you based on like just the animations alone of all these different effects that are on you. Got himself a kick as Meikle did go in for a full-on blaster. Pyroblast does let Shinigami prime himself for a victory, potentially try to go for a kick. Doesn't quite connect. I think it's over. And unless Shinigami has got himself the most blaster damage right now, unless he somehow survives his damage with the altar, I don't know. I don't think there's a chance. He's rotted with Drained Soul. Ring of Frost trying to see if he can keep himself afloat. Unless he got a Blazing Bear right now, it's just done. Meikle catching that corner drain and is out. Needs to find a way to position perfectly against Lore. I also try not to get interrupted here. If you get kicked, that's going to put you in a bad spot. Lore try to see if he can rampage right through Meikle. That is going to be a bit of a dark bag. Backing up out of there once Lore is dotted. AMS is helping him reduce and absorb a lot of the dot damage that he's taken. Trying to see if he can get an army of his own going. Meikle just tanking up with a wall. I think this could be an opportunity. Full dots, full rots with a soul rot on the entire army of undeads. Does that Meikle recover here? And Lore is just absolutely in a rough spot right now. Could be looking at a death pack here. Does go for the kick to Meikle, but I don't really know if you can make something to work off of this one. Got him some grippy hand, a little bit extra health. Just trying to see if he can unleash the last final bit of haymaker, just sending everything at the kitchen sink. And I think it just might be over, right? Lore? IBF maybe? No, Meikle is going to be able to drain him down, just taking him apart little by little, piece by piece, drain by drain. Katarina fighting a barrage around the corner. That's going to be Meikle trying to go for a kick. Katarina able to land a Ring of Frost, trying to catch Meikle. Meikle is able to move around. Being an Affliction Warlock, you do have a lot of mobility, a lot of instant casting in order to put you in a better spot. That is a kick out of Cat, but doesn't really find himself a good setup on the Meikle. For control out of the Warlock, nothing you can do there. He does. The mage is prime for the most amount of damage right now, but Meikle's at least able to counter a lot of it. Quite a bit of damage to Meikle though. Looking for a drain life. Does he live this? He barely survived. That was a lot of damage taken. He barely survived the touch of the Magi. That could have been really bad. He's able to recover a bit of health. Fire Breath by Cat. Able to get himself a little bit of a shielding. I believe Prismatic Barrier by mages, Arcane specifically, doesn't it help reduce the magic damage you take? So whenever you have the barrier, those dots are not as effective. Or am I wrong about that? Because that actually may give him a slight advantage over an Affliction Warlock here. But the dots just keep on rotting him down. Another touch of the Magi, looking for a fear. As long as you control the touch of the Magi, that limits Katarina's go. That's actually Ice Block, yeah, unless Katarina breaks and goes right down. Meikle is able to, 1, counter touch of the Magi, 2, lock down Katarina, and 3, with the dots, dropping him into the full defensive, forcing him into an Ice Block. No Mortal Coil. No, he's actually dotted up one of the images and then soul swapped it off of an image into Katarina. So he just keeps the dots rolling. Meikle does get caught in the Ring of Frost, able to back up out of that, does not get interrupted on Shadow, and as long as he's not kicked, he's fine. Katarina able to recover a little bit of health, doing a bit of damage to Meikle, actually ramping up some kind of damage here. Hold on, Meikle maybe in a bit of trouble, health not looking that good, trying to go for cast without interrupts. It's going to be Drain, does not get a kick out of Katarina, does get himself a decent shield though. That's going to be Drain to take down Cat, and Meikle taking it with now. He's not going to give him a chance. Mortal Coil sent immediately into DH, got himself a stun, maybe Trinket Fear. Oh, Meikle. Oh, nothing you can do. That's a vengeful retreat by the Demon Hunter. Gives him immunity to CC into an immediate hunt. There's just nothing he can do. He played that really, really well though. Nin is going to be up next. Absolutely putting bullets right through now. Not putting holes in this guy. Hold on, Nin. He just cloaked, pre-cloaked and gets him a stun. Now with immunity, I think he's done, right? Is he done? Nin is giving him a chance. He's like, I got a Adrenaline Rush rolling, man. I got cooldowns. Are you gonna play? And now he's just sitting. I think he's... Yeah, Nin. Do your thing. Oh man, that Adrenaline Rush. Out of the window. I don't think now has a chance here, right? He's like, you know what? It's a rogue. I kind of used everything here. That or something happened. I'm not sure. But Meikle does pick up 4. First Duel of the night. Oh, Affliction Warlock, absolutely rotting people down. I love it. Oh man, we don't get to see a lot of Affliction Warlocks in these duels, so watching Miko is always a joy for me. Let's get another one going though, boys.